First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerge from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. It's a rivalry that dates back to 1921. The Packers and Bears are underway from Chicago. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go, come on. Hey, 50. Hey, flex. Go to 50.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Now, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And coughed it up, but I think the Bears have recovered. They have. Opening drive fumble, and the 4 miscues that they had last week, 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
A first carry down for Jordan Howard. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On the handoff, this is Howard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Running with Howard. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now Cohen. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 3rd down, it's Howard. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I can't say that I was really in love with the play call there. A draw in that situation, I know it's a risk-reward call. If it works, he walks in. But otherwise, you're bringing up a really tough 4th down situation.
So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Here we go. 58.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They go play action here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Throw left side complete. That's Burton.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Again, left side to Howard. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now it's Trubisky. He'll buy some time right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing third down. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
The speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now this time Rodgers will throw. Steps away to his left. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on third.
Could play an exotic coverage.
Here's Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. And Crosby puts it through, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, we're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe. First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Hey. 4 down.
On second down, here's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Hey, gotta go.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Muhammad Wilkerson elevated a tempo program that was looking for players like him, and he's carried that on into the NFL. What a terrific play there.
A nice tackle for loss for the former Temple Owl, as you said, and the 30th pick in the 2011 draft. Now Trubisky to throw on second. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Here's Trubisky. Flushed out right. Over the middle, complete. That's Cohen. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A give to Howard running left. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go. Red, up.
Trubisky will throw. And this is caught. It's White for a Bears touchdown. Kevin White, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now this time he'll look to throw. And some room to roam now. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
On play action. Now Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it. He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And that one results in 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, check 26.
Rodgers again now. And Graham's got it over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Yeah, Liz. Inside. Zoom.
And again, it's Rodgers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And Crosby puts it through, and they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here first and 10.
Hang on, you see it? Hey, 18. Lock in. Gotta go.
On first down, Trubisky. Going up top for Miller. And this is going to be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. "14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on first down. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now it's Trubisky. Throw left side taken in by Miller. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Throw left side, complete. That's Burton. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Hey, gotta go, gotta go.
This is Cohen. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Zach Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever they would.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
him. No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
On the toss play, Howard. Showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
This is Howard on 2nd down. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Jordan Howard with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions. but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
That good for 22 and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Rodgers forced out to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, check 26. Jump out.
To throw is Rodgers. Gonna throw again. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates.
This is caught inside the 15. And they do finally get him at the 12. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 50 yards. Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Trubisky to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky, and the Bears will add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Well, if you want to be known as dependable to your quarterback, that's what you have to do. Go into the middle of the field, know the hit is coming, and catch the football. And that's exactly what he just got done.
And defensively, a little deflating to be able to lay that hit and not have the ball pop free, right?
No doubt about it, because your goal defensively, knock it free so that they say, okay, guess what? We're not going to throw it in there anymore. Now, they'll still continue to be aggressive.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Rodgers now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
319 on.
On play action, Rodgers steps away, drops it to Jones in the flat, and he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Rodgers to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
The Packers on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
26. Yeah, Liz.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that's complete to Lewis. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Hey, check 26.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. A dump underneath to Jones. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. They give them 12 yards and a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 11. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now they're trying to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave him with a 2nd and just 3.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. They get it to him running left. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that is going to set up third and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers. The quick slant caught. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's fourth down.
Completed pass brings up a fourth down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin fourth quarter. You're going. They come out here in the eye. Here we go with Williams. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. Williams can't punch it in on fourth and goal. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Gotta go.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
18.
Now Trubisky back into his end zone. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On play action, it's Rodgers. Rolling to his left. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. So they don't get anything out of that completion. I guess when you roll out of the pocket like he did there to the left, if you're going to throw it, you better gain some yardage.
Now, can you just hear the old school coaches right now? You threw it for no yards. They don't want the ball in the air unless something positive is going to happen downfield. In that case, they'd rather have the quarterback try and run it himself. Just take care of the ball. If nothing else, just slide and get down.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Zoom. Jumbo! Zoom.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Rodgers now to throw. Caught left side by Cobb. And he's taken down inside the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Zoom.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. He completes this into the hands of Miller. Finding some room at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Trubisky with the give to Howard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now they had the box stacked. That run was going nowhere from the start.
And when you say stacked, you really mean it, don't you? Because when you're talking about a 46 defense, commonly known as the Bear defense, you're covering up the guys inside, and you're allowing other people to get in there close to the line of scrimmage, usually an 8-man front. That's difficult to block for an offense. On that play, the defense won in a big way. No gain at all.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going deep this time for Miller. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky sliding out of the pocket. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
You see it?
Oh, Trubisky going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He finds an opening past the 40. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for Chicago,